Welcome back to Epic Updates. Jonas and Ashley here with the Epic Phoenix Real Estate Group, and today we are going to be talking about ADUs. So what exactly is that, and how does it benefit people who are watching?
Absolutely. Well, a big hot button these days is the housing crisis, meaning housing affordability, meaning housing inventory. ADUs stand for accessory dwelling units. Most people have no idea what an ADU is, more or less. It's a synonym for a casita, a guest house, granny flat, multi-gen, whatever you want to call it. They can either be affixed or not affixed to the house, so it can be an addition, kind of a separate entrance, or possibly accessible from the interior of the house. Oftentimes they'll have standalone kitchens, laundry, that sort of thing, or it can be a completely detached guest house scenario. And in some cases, like in Scottsdale and Tempe and other areas, we see garage conversions where people kind of go do little housing hacks and add some additional square footage, a couple extra bedrooms there, sometimes a bathroom. But basically, long story short, states like California, pretty much the whole West Coast, California, Oregon, Washington, I would say have been pretty far ahead of us and most of the nation in regards to their ADU regulations. Recently, it was announced this past month that the city of Phoenix was doing a major overhaul on their zoning requirements and loosening the guidelines. They're doing something similar down in Tucson as well, and then other cities are kind of following suit. So a big challenge has always been all the red tape involved in the zoning requirements as far as what you could and can fit in a lot, and especially in single family zoned areas. But basically they are, I wouldn't say opening the floodgates, but they've definitely loosened it up to the point where there's going to be a lot more of these coming online. Multiple advantages to this. Obviously, if you have aging parents, kind of the multi-gen scenario. If you have, kids that are getting older, maybe college kids are moved out, moving back, the option to add a rental property, to kind of be a quasi real estate investor and have a rental unit within your property to maybe offset your housing expense. And then of course, just the value adding additional square footage and livable space to your home. The caveat with this is, well, at least in Phoenix, is they put specific language in there where they do not want these to be as short-term rentals as Airbnb. So that was the only, aside from the loosening, that was the only kind of restriction that they put in place, because they want to offer affordable rentals and affordable housing to people that are maybe priced out of the market or the interest rates are too high. So it's really cool. It serves a lot of purposes in a lot of cases, since you already have an existing home or you have existing utilities and that sort of thing. It's a lot lower cost from just finding a piece of dirt and building like a small, home or structure on it. So it'll be interesting to see how this rolls out, but obviously states that have been, ahead of us on this, it's really taken off like a rocket. We're going to have a part 2 to this series. Where we interviewed Zinni Homes,
and we actually were able to tour one of their models. So look out for part 2, because it's going to go into this topic deeper and actually allow you to go inside a property and see like what that square footage feels like, and really goes into detail about that. So
they're pretty unique in the sense that they're more of like a modular, which is different than manufactured home. Manufactured home would be like, more or less like a trailer home.
These are really different.
They're very different, but they're not stick built. So they're built off-site factory setting where they have a controlled environment and kind of can control production and, quality control and timelines and that sort of thing. And they're literally built off-site here in Page, Arizona, shipped to wherever they're going to be installed, and just, basically assembled and parked on, the foundation piers and, utilities pulled in, that sort of thing. So definitely a unique option. They're actually a pretty good price point for what you got. So we're kind of excited to share that. So be sure to look out for that video. If there's any other interest in any of the other builders out here, because there's some modular builders and some just, general contractors are kind of specializing in this niche. If this is something that you think would be of value to maybe add to your home, reach out to us. We can definitely get you the resources, the contacts to assist you with that venture.
Yeah, that sounds great. And if you need us, reach out. But we hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.